It's 1:40 a.m. right now. I'm going to play Adventure, but I have an idea, and I feel like I have to do this. I made 2 wheels. One of them has all of the vehicles, and the other one has all of the parts. So whatever vehicle I get here, this is kind of a generic idea, but you'll see why I think it's good. Okay, ATV. I think I can spin this even though it hasn't really stopped yet. Okay, so I'm using the ATV, and I'm going to have 3 random parts. It doesn't matter if they're good for Adventure, if they're bad for Adventure, whatever it is. Like, if I get Heavyweight, this is so ass, but Wings is good. It's a good start. Okay. And I'm not going to remove it. Basically, I want to, like, create my own game mode in Hill Climb because I'm not so happy with all the ones that currently exist. And you'll see what I mean. Oh, my God, do not give me Afterburner. This is literally the end of the world. Spoiler sucks. I don't even think it exists on ATV. So I don't know if I should do that. I should spin it again. But I have Wings, Spoiler, and Fume Boost is good. Oh, my God, this could actually be okay. Don't give me Flip Boost. Okay, I have to use Flip Boost. All right, Winter Tires. Wait, it has Spoiler. What am I saying? Okay. Oh, I have to spin for the map, too. Okay, I made the maps, and I excluded, like, Forest Trials and City and that, but I have Moon, or Intense City, whatever it's called. Okay, so I'm getting Reef. This is fine. The only time that I would skip one of the maps that I get is if I already have a 10K, but I don't already have Reef. I have 6,419. So this is a terrible setup. I just put on Fume Boost. I'm kind of ruining the whole point of spinning the wheels because I didn't do exactly what the setup was from that. But let me explain why, in the first place, I'm doing this. I want there to be, I've said this in the past, but I want there to be some sort of ranked mode or some sort of randomized mode where you can play against some other player. And I don't know, you go head to head, but the maps aren't all the same. Like, I don't always want to be playing the same maps. So my idea is that you play a map that's based on one that already exists. So we'll just use Reef as an example. So you're basically playing in Reef, the style of Reef. So there are these obstacles and this background and that sort of thing, but it's not the same pattern that exists in Reef. So you're playing on familiar terrain if you know Reef. However, I haven't used the hook once, I'm realizing, because I'm not paying attention, but you're playing on a similar terrain to Reef, but it's not exactly the same. So that way and it's like randomly generated every time, but in a similar pattern. I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but also these part levels are terrible. So I was thinking, also, I feel like I'm not uploading videos like frequently enough because I'm thinking too much, or I'm thinking some idea is bad, hence why I just started recording this at 1:40, and this could be a really poverty video. But I just wanted to share this idea, and I think someone made an HCR2 like generator, which is basically like spinning the wheel, but it gives you a random map, it gives you random stuff. So like I'm getting inspiration from that, but I thought I had the link to that website and then it was down, so maybe it still exists and I had the wrong link. But anyway, I want some mode to exist like that. And like, I don't know, I made a community post about it where I feel like I added some details that were interesting, but I'm thinking I could make this into a series where it's like, I'm still playing Adventure, of course, and I'm getting stars, so there's that sort of progression, but it's like a more fun way of doing it. And of course, I'm not going to be using the best setups or vehicles that are so great for certain maps. And like, I know you can do well with any vehicle on any map, but because I don't have mastery and I'm not, playing the game so frequently, I don't have the most experience with all the maps. I just wanted to make a fun way where I could play the game. I literally haven't used the hook a single time, where I could play the game more and more in like an exciting way, I guess. I've literally only played ATV and Adventure with Kangaroo, so I'm not used to this setup, and I'm sure that this record was with Kangaroo. And my suspension, I think, is at 10 right now, which is which I would use if I was doing Kangaroo, which I'm not. So I don't know if that'll actually matter or not. But even though this setup is not what I would use, especially not Winter Tires, but on Reef, I don't know, is not what I would use on Reef. There's the hook and the ATV is broken. So, actually it's not that broken, but I'm thinking that I could do okay. And I mean, this happens every time that I play Adventure, but I can't remember how I died in my previous run. So I'm just hoping that it was somewhere stupid and I can pass it and just get like 1 star with using the hook. And I have Wings. That'll work in my favor. Fume Boost, but it's literally level 1. I don't know what I'm doing. I should have upgraded it. But so my thought process for this series or style of video is that I'll do this spinning and maybe I'll make more concrete rules because, I want to keep something consistent because that's how like a game mode would work. You would always be playing against, like there would be some set rules where like you can choose the vehicle or not or whatever. And I have like a more thought out idea on how this would work. And also, I hope Fingersoft adds this. Like, I'm assuming this would, I'm assuming this would be a big project and it would take a lot of time to implement, but I think it would pay off for them. Like, yes, I want them to add good game modes because I want it to be fun for me because I enjoy playing the game and like I want the game to be fun. But I think a lot of players would find this interesting and it would bring new players in, keep people, with multiple things to play. And this could just be my opinion because I think it's a good idea. and people don't share this opinion, but I feel like when I made the community post, and maybe you don't know what I'm talking about if you didn't see it, but I feel like this community post that I made where I was talking about the ranked idea, like it had positive feedback and people would be interested in it. I think I'm gonna get this fuel. I just want to play a little bit careful because like not a great setup combined with ATV doesn't have the biggest fuel tank in the game. I want to be a bit careful. So I'm at 3,000 meters right now, 3,000 off my record. I'm just trying to think. I also don't play Reef so often, so I don't know the map so well. And something else that I was thinking about is that if like I want to like make videos more frequently, if I can make them every few days or whatever. Of course, life gets in the way, and I mean, I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks, or well, I now have with my barn video. If you've seen that, you're the GOAT. I put so much time to that video, and I really enjoyed making it. But, what was I saying? Anyway, like, well, I think what I was saying was kind of I wanted to keep talking about it. It's kind of unfortunate because I can't keep my train of thought. I remember. Like, I want to be able to play the game and talk about what's going on and, like, play from the start, you know? And, like, you could do that in some sort of... That was actually good, but I don't have the bubble. I feel like it would be worth going back. I have a lot of fuel, though. I keep wanting to press jump shocks, but I don't have it. Okay, and usually no bubble would be a pain in the butt, but the hook saves me. I think there's a fuel somewhat near here. Again, I don't know this map well, but let me try to continue the thought that I was saying before. I want to... Okay, this is what I was saying. I want to be able to talk about what I'm doing. Okay, is this fuel not close? Am I cooked? I died here with rock bouncer. I think other stuff I've died here as well. This is how I died with beach. Like this sort of hook nonsense that I messed up on. Okay, I'm just respawning so I can get my point across, and I'll try to keep going. But if I do this for real, if I do this series for real, I'll actually try. Like, I'm not just gonna die and give up. I almost just hit my head there. But I'm not just gonna die and give up. Like, I'll go back to it and I'll do a couple runs, you know? And like, I'll stick with the real setup. But, oh my God, I feel like people have commented in the past when I make these types of videos, it's like try to finish a thought challenge because I keep interrupting myself and thinking of things, which I feel like is almost good because I want to have things to talk about. And that leads back into what I was trying to say before, is that if the maps are randomly generated and you're going against someone else and you have like 10 minutes to play, it's good because I can say about, you know, like, oh, this is weird terrain that I haven't seen before and it's interesting for whatever. I think I have one more hook. If I do this correctly, I should be able to get the fuel. Okay, good. Then there are things to talk about, and I'm not just going over the same terrain that I've already gone over. And so I'm talking about this and that it would be beneficial in the sense for making videos, but I think it wouldn't just be good for me making videos. It would also just be good for other reasons. And I know I'm not doing the best with a marketing, with a pitch, but, and also in a video a long time ago, I said that I really want this ranked sort of, and maybe not exactly what I'm talking about would be implemented, but like something along the lines of it. How am I already low fuel again? This should be gettable, but I do suck. We have to remember that. And I said like I was gonna do, okay, this is questionable, but survivable. I said that I was gonna do everything in my power to like get this implemented into the game. And when I initially said this, I don't know how much like weight this, whatever, but I remember I sent a couple of emails to Fingersoft. This could be wrong, to be honest, so like don't take my word for this, but I think I emailed people and said like, hey, I have this idea and I think it would be really cool and I really want it to get implemented. I made the community post and I feel like I'm mentioning it in videos, and I feel like if there's just more interest and people are saying like, oh, this is a really cool idea, like you should, like Fingersoft should add this, then like that could get them to add it, you know, or at least consider it. And even if they don't, and like I build out this series, it could be a fun thing that I do that's like not through the game, but it makes like a more fun progression system for me, you know? Oh no, I was really lucky, you know? And like, okay, I'm 800 meters away. I know I respawn, so this is fake, but this is motivating because, okay, this is motivating. Let me try to actually finish a thought. I'm gonna try to get better at speaking coherently and finishing my thoughts when I start them. But I'm going to, if I do this is a good way for me to get stars and improve because there's so many vehicles that I don't want to play because I'm like, oh, I don't have mastery or whatever. But like, just sit down, go to OBS, press record, and start talking because people don't do this in Hill Climb. There are some people that do, but I like this style of video. Like, I like watching it. And so, and it's fun recording. And I want to make videos, and I don't want to get burnt out, and I want to just keep trying things. So I know that the style of my videos are inconsistent, and, you know, maybe people subscribe for one thing, and that's not exactly what I upload. Holy clutch, I needed that fuel. Why did I die here? I think I went back for this fuel. Wait, I actually know why I died. This is really bad. What am I doing? Wait, this is where I died? I don't know how I died. And I basically should have just died there because I almost hit my head. Anyway, new record, but it doesn't matter because it's a respawn. I'm forgetting all the things that I'm saying, but if you're listening, maybe you're getting the gist of what I'm saying. So whether or not this gets added, it's a cool idea. I want it to get added really badly, which is why I keep talking about it. This is probably the end of this run because... Oh, there's a fuel here. Wait. Oh, God. I have a hook. What can I possibly... Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Oh, my God. I literally would have gotten it. That's really sad, but I'm going to end this video here and just say, what are your thoughts on this? Should I do this series? Should Fingersoft add this? I think it would be great. Thanks for watching. Bye.